What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. This is going to be one of my first TikToks I'll be making. I'm actually going to be expanding onto the TikTok platform. I do have a YouTube channel, and I have been doing that since 2018. On my channel, I've got a little over like 360 or 380 videos on there. Most of it's about rebuilding motorcycles, restoring them, also how to fix your vehicle on a budget, if you have a check engine light, how to find out what's wrong with your vehicle, things like that. I've also got some videos on there of motovlogging, so if you guys want to venture over to it, I'll try my best to remember to leave the link down below, or the channel's name is called, this will read correct direction. It's called SV Cruza. It's SVCRUZA. I don't know if you guys can see that. Write it down, pause the video, whatever, do what you gotta do. But venture on over there for some entertainment. And if there's any questions that you guys have about how to fix your vehicle, if you got something wrong with it, man, just comment, reach out to me, and I'll do my best to answer any questions that you guys have, such as a situation like what I'm facing right now. I'm currently up at work, and I'm working on one of these service trucks, and I'm a mechanic at an HVAC company, and I have 15 trucks in our fleet, 17 trucks in our fleet that I've serviced, and I usually go through every one of them the best I can to keep them on the road with no issues. Well, one of these trucks came in today, and it's actually multiple things I can explain on this video. This one is a, what year model is it? Hang on, let me see here. If I can flip, I can't switch the screen. Hang on a second. All right, so this truck is it's a 2008 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD. I think this one has got the 6-liter Vortec V8, and I found a couple issues with it. It's got a check, well, it had a check engine light, but I want you to listen to this. Okay, starts fine, runs okay. I don't know if it's gonna come up on camera, but there's two things I wanted to show you guys. Let's say, for example, that your alternator in this truck, it's on top of the engine. This is your alternator, the thing that you see with the copper coils. If you want to know if your alternator is charging, I got something like this to kind of prove that it's going to work. See how the screwdriver is free moving? I mean, I can wiggle it. It's not like I'm holding it in one position to hold it like that. What I'm looking for is a screwdriver to pull like that. You bring the metal part of it down in front of the wheel, and there is an electromagnetic force that pulls. You see it pulling? I pull away, it hangs, it swings. I bring it closer. Let me do this. See how it keeps pulling to the, there it is. So that tells me that I've got a good charge on this. Be careful not to do it too close to the belt, because it could catch the belt, but fortunately for me, the belt is going around this direction and not that way. Otherwise it would have caught and kicked the screwdriver out of my hand. But the one thing I wanted to point out on this video is you can hear that chattering sound. It's coming from here. It's over in this area. So, and it only happens whenever the engine's running. So here's a little thing that old school mechanics used to do. Is they'll take a really long screwdriver like this, and they use it like a stethoscope, right? And what you'll do is you'll take the butt end of the screwdriver, and you will, let's see if I can do this on the screen, and you'll take it and you put it right here in front of your ear, and you'll place it right there, just like this. Okay, so what you'll do is you'll take the tip of the screwdriver, and you're going to touch certain parts of the engine. So I'm touching the metal right here, and I'm gonna place my ear against that. And it amplifies the sound of what's going on inside. I can hear the ball bearings moving around. So that sound I'm hearing is not coming from the alternator. So let's try something else. So I went over here and I went down to, I'm just gonna skip through it. I don't have my flashlight. You guys can see, that's a tensioner pulley right there, okay? I'm gonna put my screwdriver on here. It's hard to do with one hand. I'm going to slowly feed it down here, and I'm going to touch the metal just behind it, right there. I put my ear to it. I don't know if you guys can hear. See if I'll touch my phone to it. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That's the sound I hear in my ear. So that tells me that the pulley for that tensioner pulley, the bearings in that tensioner pulley are going bad. So there's other ways to get that sound. I mean, you can kind of like put your ear close to it and kind of tell what's going on. But if you use, it's like a stethoscope. That's all it really is. If you get a stethoscope, and they sell them, it's got a long bar to it. It's like maybe 2 feet long, and you take it and you place it on certain parts of the engine. You can hear the internals of the engine. You can kind of tell where the sound is coming from. So if there's like a ticking sound or knocking sound, you let the engine run, put your ear to it, and listen. You can kind of tell what's going on the inside, and you can determine the repair is needed. So anyway, this truck has got a couple codes that popped up. One of them is going to be transmission pressure. So I'm going to take it for a little drive and then come back and then check the fluid level. In the meantime, I also came up with another code, and that code was like P0420, and that was for bank 1 for the catalytic converter. So I went underneath the truck, and let me show you what I swapped out really quick. I switched them side to side, but I'll show you what I mean. All right, so as we ventured under the truck, this is what I want to look at. The code, it was telling me that I had a faulty catalytic converter on bank 1. So on these Chevy Silverados, if you look underneath the truck, bank 1 is always going to be on the driver's side, or the cylinder 1 side. Bank 2 is always going to be on the passenger side. So that's going to be my catalytic converter for the passenger side. This is my catalytic converter for the driver's side. And what I'm trying to do first is I'm trying to determine, is it going to be the cat that's not working correctly or efficiently, or is it the actual O2 sensors that are not working correctly, or they're not reading right? Now, I do remember I did swap these out before I put this truck back in service, so I'm pretty sure these sensors are okay. But it is always possible that you can have faulty brand new sensors. So what I did, just in case, is since the code is telling me that the problem is over here on the driver's side, what I did was I took these sensors here and I swapped them side to side. I don't know if you can see on the other side. See, there's the other one right there. So I took that one out. That one came from over here, and that one came from over here. So I just swapped them side to side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go for a drive and ultimately decide, and what I'm looking for after I do the scan is I want to see if that code jumps from the driver's side over to the passenger. So after I drop the truck, I'm going to take it for a drive. We're going to see if that code jumps over when I put the scanner on it, and then we'll see what happens. So, but anyway, if you guys want to see what happens on the next one, I will put up, after my findings come out, I'll put up another video to let you guys know what I found. In the meantime, if you guys want some more entertainment or whatever, switch over to my YouTube channel. It's called SV Cruza, SVCRUZA. And I've got like 5 seasons worth, and I build motorcycles for like a side hobby. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. Y'all take it easy. I love you. Goodbye.